Ding dong.
Good morning, Smarter Homes, Leslie.
Yes, I'm trying to reach the manager of Jim Walter Homes in Meridian, Mississippi.
This is she,
Your name, please.
Leslie
Leslie, do you have a last name?
Hatcher.
Miss Hatcher, this is Virginia Jefferson, and I'm calling with the Leavitz firm out of Jackson, Mississippi.
Yes,
Did you receive our letter, our notification from
I
Leavitz?
have no idea what you're talking about. What
You
kind of
should have-
notification?
Well, the letter would have been from the return address would have been Leavitz and Leavitz firm in Jackson, Mississippi. We're a law firm.
Yes, ma'am.
You did receive it.
No.
Well, you said yes, ma'am.
I said, yes, ma'am, I understood what you said. I did not receive anything from your law firm.
I understand. I'll note that here. We sent you a certified letter. You could get it today concerning a problem we have.
Yes, ma'am.
We've been retained here at Leavitz and Leavitz by a Mr. Tucker from Lawrence, Mississippi.
Yes, ma'am.
You familiar with Tucker?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, out on Whitehead Road.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your reaction / response to what he is saying about the quality of the construction on his home?
Well, I believe we built him a...
A one-story brick.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly.
We've taken care of any problems he may have had. The only problem now, he's hooked up his septic tank to the wrong line.
Oh, really?
And now his sewage is backing up into his house
And how do you know this?
because I had the plumbers go out there.
What I would like, I'm a paralegal, and I do the prep work. I need to connect you with Mr. Barry Leavitz.
Well, I tell you what, you need to talk to one of my supervisors there in Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh,
He handles any construction problems.
we already have, and we were referred to you, the manager.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm
Hold,
going to refer you to him because he handles this
well,
type situation.
We've been referred here to you. That's why I made it clear on
Yes,
your name
ma'am.
as the manager. Stand by. You take it up with its senior partner, Barry Leavitz. I'm connecting you now. Hold.
Leavitz.
This is Leslie.
Is this Ms. Hatcher?
Yes.
Great. Mary Leavitz with Leavitz and Leavitz. Want to speak with you about Mr. Tucker's home. Well, what I'm showing here is severely faulty work, and I feel like you can recognize that yourself.
Well, no, sir, I can't.
I feel like you can, because if you take a look at it, you'll see.
Okay, before we go any further, you need to talk to my supervisor, which is a regional construction.
Listen, I don't talk to anybody that I don't want to speak with. I'm a lawyer, and
I don't give a care if you're God himself.
Well, I really am at this point in this particular case, because Craig Stevens in Jackson is the one that told me. First of all,
Okay, that's fine. That's
said,
fine. If that's what Craig told you, I'll be glad to talk with you.
He said you would be reasonable. And
I am reasonable.
Well, all of a sudden you have insulted me. You've called me God.
I did not. I'm not sacrilegious, believe me.
Well, it sounded to me as if someone's getting a
Okay,
little
let's start
bit
over. Now, what would you like to know?
I would like to know why you feel like the work that you did for Mr. Tucker is adequate work.
Because we built him a fine house. He's had some problems, but he has hooked up his septic tank
He's got poop
to the...
in
Okay,
the
what
house.
are the problems?
He's got poop in the house.
He's got what?
He's got feces in the house.
Would you like to hear the reason why he
I
has
would
this
love
in
to
his house?
hear how a person gets feces.
Because he hooked up his septic tank line to a clean-out line, and the poop is backing up to the house.
But what about knowing when you go in? One of my questions is, why does the plumbing department hook something like this up?
We don't hook up.
What kind of business are you running there where a person puts down money for you to come build a home, then they're putting their
If
trust...
you'll give me the chance to answer that, I'll be glad
Well,
to.
answer it, please. Answer it, please. I've never seen anything like this before. The man has lost his...
Because the way you don't understand the way Jim Walter Homes works, then.
This is what I don't understand. I don't understand how a man could lose his prized tomato crop and can lose some of the things that he has worked hard for because he put his trust in you and allowed you to come over and build the home, and by putting that trust in you and allowing you to come build the home, now this is what he has to deal with. Do you understand that because of the backup of the feces backup, that's how he lost his prize tomato crop? Were you aware of that?
He is still damaged from when he tried to take a shower.
Were you aware?
And then the excrement came in on him.
Were you aware of that?
I was aware that I had the plumber go over there and he told me that's exactly what Mr. Tucker did. He hooked his septic system up
Blame
to
him.
the clean-out pipe.
Right. I inspected the home. I went over.
And how long have you been in construction?
I am a lawyer, okay? I chase ambulances and I deal with things like this. And I was there. I inspected the home.
You don't have to holler at me.
I'm not hollering.
Oh, but you are.
I'm not hollering. This is how I do business. This is how I talk. I'm passionate about my clients. And you're telling me not to holler while a man is wallowing around in crap?
Let's see if we can settle.
And you don't understand the process of what has happened.
We'll settle. We'll settle.
The client
We'll settle.
We'll settle.
The first,
I don't have any authorization to settle.
the first thing the client wants, Mr. Levitz, is a dozen red ripe tomatoes. He says, granted, it's just a dozen, but it is symbolic of the prized tomato crop that perished in the crop.
Sounds fair enough.
So this lady needs to go to the Piggly Wiggly and get 12 juicy red ripe tomatoes.
Sounds very fair.
And take them over there and offer Mr. Tucker a tomato sandwich and hope and pray to the good Lord in heaven that that'll calm his nerves, or we're going to take him to the cleaners.
Is this a joke?
There's nothing, absolutely nothing about this that Mr. Tucker finds funny. Do you find it funny?
No, I do not.
By the way, he prefers salt and pepper on his sandwich.
What did she say?
He prefers salt and pepper on the sandwich. I feel this is the least...
A dozen cherry red ripe tomatoes from the Piggly Wiggly by noon today, or we're taking them to the laundry.
I feel...
Or the cleaners.
This is the least you could do for a man.
I'd be glad. I know a guy that raises homegrown tomatoes in Hickory, Mississippi. I will personally drive over there, purchase however many tomatoes this man would like, and be glad to home deliver them.
That's the least you could do.
That's the least I can do for this man, because Mr. Tucker is a fine gentleman.
Yes, he is, but he is unhappy, depressed and stressed.
He is walking around in crappy.
Leslie?
Yes?
We've got your, well, maybe former employee, Jill, on the phone. And this is you're on the Stephen D.C. Morning Radio Show.
Leslie, I love tomatoes too. I won't get you, Jill. You gotta love me.
Well, I mean, you know, the poor guy's got his toilets backed up.
Well,
and, you know, that's
tomato sandwich, and you forget about it.
That's right. Hey, thank you, Jill. Thank you, Leslie.
Now I'm craving a big tomato sandwich, lots of mayonnaise,
Salt
heavy
and
on the
pepper.
salt and pepper for lunch today.
Miracle Whip.
Doesn't that sound good? All right, there's more to come. It is 6:45 Central, 7:45 Eastern. This is ABC.